So Halo Infinite campaign news came out, and that's always a good way to wake up, and I'm still not woken up. My English.exe is broken. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Halo Infinite campaign news, or footage was just dropped this morning via IGN. IGN has always been a staple of Halo community gameplay and whatnot ever since I was a little kid. IGN was like the go-to source for new Halo everything. That's the way IGN has always been. Love or hate IGN. I think that's an undeniable fact when it comes to gaming and the new everything. When it comes to gaming, IGN's always been the front runner there. So it's really cool to see IGN cover Halo Infinite, because to me that's just something that was a huge part of Halo coming out, whether it was Halo 4, Halo Reach, and Halo 3 ODST, which was the very first Halo game I remember releasing, because I was probably too young in Halo 3 in 2007. So I don't know, it's just really cool for me. It's just something a little bit nostalgic, you know, watching an IGN video playing Halo, considering that's what I grew up with. So really excited to jump in to see what other new stuff they reveal, if anything. I really hope they do. But without further delay, your next look at Halo Infinite's campaign starts now. Oh my god, it looks so... Oh shit! That's my boy Jaga! Everything looks so good. I got a new monitor. It's 4K, so it looks a lot better.
The 2 hours of playing Halo Infinite's campaign wasn't the delightful exploration nor the incredibly fun gunplay. Instead, it came down to the characters. Halo Infinite sees the legendary Master Chief once again tasked with saving the universe from yet another threat. And after 5 major campaigns, the Chief seems tired. He's a man
one of which we don't talk about.
His movements and responses are heavier than I've seen before. This is Chief without Cortana. His subtle yet distinct change is far from a bad thing, though.
See, I've already seen Chief without Cortana. He read Shadows of Reach.
That he sets aside to get the job done is a great indication to me that Halo Infinite's story is intended to be a more impactful adventure.
That's what I wanted.
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
What happened? Where is Cortana?
Chief's stern determination is also wonderfully contrasted to his new AI companion's bubbly enthusiasm and
that connects.
Given developer 343 Industries' failure to give Locke the faintest hint of a personality or motive in Halo 5 and the game's generally lackluster story, this was a relief.
No. Not then. Not again. We need to run.
I need a weapon.
Weapon? This is all I've got.
It's enough.
Yo! They
Halo
changed
contrasting characters aren't
Yo, the callback to Halo 2!
Rewarding exploration infused with Halo's DNA and genuinely challenging combat could be
that was awesome.
Open world game extravaganza, where many worlds are packed to the brim with chores and only a few offer meaningful adventures beyond their main path. If things continue the way I played in my 4-hour hands-on time, I think Halo Infinite could fall into the latter. That's not to say there aren't some essential elements of Halo Infinite I'm curious to see if 343 can pull off, like Chief's storyline with Cortana.
Whoa,
For now,
Halsey!
what I played in my previous section
Oh
has
my
left me
god,
even
yo!
more eager for Halo Infinite's December 8th launch.
Oh, he did. That's fuck.
Can you hear me? This is UNS.
How many times are we going to see him float in space?
Time and time again, Master Chief has woken up to fight a new enemy. Halo Infinite largely sees that pullback mindset, focusing on familiar fodder with the Banished from Halo Wars 2. They eagerly step up as Chief's main adversaries after handily defeating the UNSC around Zeta Halo.
Yo, and his brother!
Chief. Their goal for Zeta Halo is unknown, but if it involves a Halo ring, there's nothing good that can come of it. After the UNSC's loss, Master Chief's main objective becomes freeing the captured Allied forces on Zeta Halo and thwarting whatever the Banished are planning.
I am Escharum, War Chief of the...
Yeah, I've seen you before, buddy. Intimidating.
Cortana was presented as a mystery rather than as a primary antagonist in what I played. What happened to her after Halo 5 and whether or not she's been truly destroyed is unknown. This crucial conflict seemingly takes a backseat to the larger fight with the Banished, though it is intertwined somehow. Without getting into spoilers, I will say the few moments that dug into Chief and Cortana's relationship were an emotional gut punch.
Just like Shadows of Reach.
Is looking to deliver a meaningful story for legacy Halo fans, and I really needed to fulfill that promise.
Oh, that is a beautiful... I love that shot, yo.
She's not the driver, but a way to level the playing field.
What do I call her?
Ask her. She named herself.
Oh.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
This all being said,
Follow
I'm
Breach
not
right there,
optimistic
guys.
that Halo Infinite is going to be a great starting point for new
Well,
people to
before,
the
but
franchise.
2 weeks
the
before
best
something.
moments I saw in the first few hours rely on prior knowledge of the series. I don't
Oh, it's
think
at
that
Atriox!
people being
Look
left
it!
behind, but I selfishly prefer that this game is made for returning Halo fans rather than tuning the story to accommodate new players. Familiar with the story or not, though, Halo Infinite sure is fun to play and explore.
I think I'm with you. I didn't even know what a Banished was an hour ago, and even I can see the odds aren't great.
Oh, it's Chief. He'll be fine. I hope. Just how I want to know.
Playing Halo Infinite is a mix of familiar and new. One moment you're navigating encounters and ship corridors, then the next you're driving several Marines around the open fields of Zeta Halo.
Why are there 6 pedals
As
in
343
4
has been
directions?
stated, Halo Infinite isn't quite a true open world game despite it featuring massive sandboxes. Zeta Halo is broken up into island chunks. Land
That's what I
masses
thought.
can be connected by bridges, and Chief can eventually call in things like a wasp to fly around anywhere after they're unlocked. So eventually we may get to freely explore unlocked areas, but our range will be limited and more focused at first. Zeta Halo
That's what
is
I thought.
littered with UNSC camps called Forward Operating Bases that were claimed by the Banished after the UNSC lost the big fight. Clearing a base and reclaiming
And that's
it
exactly
replaces
what the Banished do.
with Marines. Even better, cleared bases convert to instant fast travel points and earn you Valor. Worry not. Valor isn't some sort of spendable currency. It's instead a point-based tracker of how much ground the UNSC has on Zeta Halo. The more Valor you have, the better backup and gear you can call in. As
Oh,
far
I
as
like
can tell,
that.
Earning Valor and reclaiming the Broken Ring is entirely optional. So what else can you do when you're not hunting down the next clue to the Banished plan?
Save
People
the
don't just get
Marines.
to give the Master Chief a fetch quest. The only one who really gives Master Chief any sort of command is a new AI codenamed the Weapon. She's meant to destroy Cortana and is in turn supposed to be destroyed when her operation is complete. Though Cortana is seemingly gone, the Weapon remains and is happy to assist Master Chief until she reaches her eventual demise. Much like Cortana, the Weapon will call out enemy attacks, notable objectives, Banished facilities that need destroying, and Marines in need of rescuing.
Oh
I was
my
more
god,
likely
just
to
like
come
Cortana
across
and
a random
CE.
patrol of enemies than an actual objective, but I didn't feel like I had to go too far to find something fun to do. I enjoyed the quiet moments though. Following Zeta Halo's native space groundhogs, or
Halo
just
3
enjoying
rat.
the view was a pleasant reprieve from the action.
Has
When I
evolved.
was ready to get back to it though, I could also hunt down and eliminate special targets to collect a unique version of their signature weapon that's equipable at FOBs. And of
Oh,
course,
shit.
there are plenty of collectibles. A new scanner tool does make them a bit easier to find, if you have an idea of where to look.
Oh,
The
he
scanner's range
screamed
is
in the
rather
background.
limited, though, so it's not a free pass to finding secrets. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Grunt and Marine dialogue. They're hilarious. The Grunts
Let's
are as
go.
silly and oddly aggressive as ever, and have a surprising number of lines.
Humans would never fight grunts like us. He's here!
While the Marines are far more
He's here.
confident and excited about joining the Chief in battle. Their commentary made exploring all the more enjoyable.
Just in the nick of time, Chief.
Oh, this is...
Just because
Cannot
Zeta
wait.
Halo is a larger, more open sandbox doesn't mean 343 suddenly has us doing puzzles or tasks unbecoming of a genetically augmented super soldier like Master Chief. Fighting enemies and destroying their stuff is always at the center of Halo Infinite's gameplay, and whether I was taking on a roaming pack of Banished or infiltrating a fortress for a story mission, the more open nature only served to give me more options for combat.
What the hell is it doing? That grunt was straight up not having a good time.
If you've had a chance to check out either of the multiplayer test flights, Halo Infinite's excellence in weaponry should come as no surprise. The campaign introduced me to other interesting weapons we've yet to see in multiplayer, like the Disruptor,
I gotta-
a small shock pistol
gotta
that
play
doesn't
with
do
this
too much
in the
immediate
tech
damage,
preview.
but deals out pain over time. The equipment we've seen in multiplayer unsurprisingly takes on a more powerful form in the campaign. Each of the 5 equipment options, grapple shot, shield core, threat sensor, drop wall, and thruster, can be upgraded with a collectible called Spartan Cores. Like most of the open world elements,
Kinda like
finding
Doom
the Spartan
Eternal.
Cores and upgrading equipment is optional. Master Chief won't start the adventure with all equipment either. You'll find new tools to play with at specific story beats. Lacking a piece of equipment doesn't necessarily mean you're blocked off from certain areas from what I saw, but getting to or taking on difficult encounters might be more manageable should you have more equipment.
God, the game looks so good.
Most of the big story beats happen in large, foreboding structures that could be viewed as something akin to dungeons. These offer a more classic Halo experience. Grunts, jackals, brutes, and elites made up the bulk of the opponents I faced. Their role, weapon, and armor variety didn't feel lacking in combat. I came across one set of brutes that were so geared up they nearly qualified as a mini boss fight. The hunters make a return too, and are fun to fight as always. This being another ring, the Flood was alluded to, though I never saw them. The Prometheans weren't present either.
The Flood?
Vision of recapturing the essence of combat evolved.
Prometheans, no
Infinite
Prometheans.
means there's
Okay.
not really room for them, and honestly, I had plenty of fun without them. I didn't see any drones either, so I'm hoping the new flying enemies
no,
equipped with
Yame.
hard-light weapons, the skimmers, will be their replacement. The real combat stars, though, are the boss fights. The first one with a brute lieutenant named Tremonius absolutely kicked my ass at first on heroic difficulty. A moment without movement rewarded Tremonius as he entered the encounter guns blazing and took me out twice in a row. I had been handling heroic without any issues.
Let's go,
up until that point,
Tremonius.
so it was stoked
All
to
right,
see
making
how
an entrance.
Tremonius's aggression and support from 2 jackals paid off. I quickly got to work on a strategy and happily took on the challenge.
I like that they're using the environment to help him out.
I have thus far only explored a fraction of Halo Infinite, though the map isn't as large as something you'd find in an Assassin's Creed. Far from it, I'd say. What it does hold seems to offer something more curated with excellent combat at its heart. The story part is what I'm most curious about.
Oh, they updated that.
War 3
Thank
needs to stick
God.
the landing in the plot department, especially with regard to giving us a satisfying resolution to the Chief and Cortana's relationship. If they can finally deliver that well-rounded classic Halo experience, then they'll have successfully and definitively made Halo their own. For more on Halo Infinite, check out our exclusive
Let's
reveal
go.
of the new Streets multiplayer map, and stay tuned all November long.
Oh, look,
for
it's
more
glowing
IGN
green.
first coverage
Is that what
on
happens when
Master
she's
Chief's
talking to
latest
him?
adventure.
Ah, that's it. Ah. It looks so good. There you all go. There is my latest look at Halo Infinite. This continues to get me more excited and more hyped every single time I see something new. This is the type of marketing and content I really wanted to see, although I don't want to see a lot more. Thank you, IGN, for keeping it really spoiler-free. I am so happy to hear the Flood was alluded to. Maybe not revealed, but like they did say, this game already has a lot in it. It is a live service game. They can always add stuff down the line. We already have confirmed multiple campaigns, or at least it was alluded to. You can see that in the campaigns with an S, plural, which definitely confirms more than one campaign in some way, shape, or form. So the Flood was alluded to. We got no Yame, but we did get the new form of, you know, drones, that being skimmers, which I'm really excited to see. Yes, I always love classic Yame, but I also, you know, Halo always bringing in new types of enemies is also really classic. You had skirmishers in Halo Reach, you had Yame in Halo 2, you had the Flood in Halo, you know, halfway through Halo 1. So Halo's always throwing curveballs your way with new enemies and new game type structures and whatnot. So new game loops and whatnot. So I'm really happy Halo Infinite's doing the same thing, because that's what Halo is known for. The fact that they didn't have really anything negative to say here, major, or at all. I didn't hear anything major, negative, or once again at all. Actually, there's nothing bad now that I'm thinking about it. Has me so excited for this game. I don't need this to be a perfect game. I just need this to be a good Halo. Same thing when I watch a Marvel movie. I don't need it to be a Martin Scorsese level movie. I just want it to be a good Marvel movie that I enjoyed and I had a lot of fun with. And that's what I need from this Halo. I want it to be the best Halo game. I want this to be a return to old Halo, while also, you know, refurbishing the brand that is Halo. And that's exactly what this is doing. And I'm really happy to hear that this is focusing more so on returning players, because this is the 6th major campaign for Halo, excluding the, you know, spin-offs like Halo Reach and Halo 3 ODST, Halo Wars 2, Halo Spartan Strike, Spartan Assault. Don't talk about those. So I'm glad that it's focusing on continuing what Halo 5 left off, because we all joke about Halo 5. I actually really enjoyed Halo 5's campaign. Did I think it was great? No, but I still enjoyed it when I first played it. I thought it was really fun. Looking back on it, is it the greatest? Is it, you know, no. Is it the worst Halo campaign? Yeah, but it doesn't mean it wasn't bad, in my opinion. I still enjoyed it. Wish they did something different, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, really happy to hear about the Flood. Really interested about Skimmers, I believe is what they're called. More intrigued about the Harbinger and what's going on there. I really want to know what that is. I know they aren't prelates. They confirmed they weren't prelates, and prelates, correct me if I'm wrong, are like Spartan versions of the Sangshaun. So, that's really interesting. Someone pointed out on Twitter that a Harbinger is a species that you can see in Halo 5 on like a caveman-esque painting on one of the Sanghelios missions, which is badass. I really hope it's something to tie in there. I hope we see some Arbiter in this campaign. They only played 4 hours of it, and the fact that they said only 4 hours shows at least the game's longer than 4 hours. I knew this game was going to be some Assassin's Creed level open worldness, but I like the fact that it, different chunks of the map unlock as you go, which I wanted. Halo Infinite, I never expected to be an RPG or anything like that. I just expected it to have RPG elements. So I'm not disappointed by that at all. I'm super hyped for what they've done. I'm really excited to give this game a go and really excited to react and play with it with you guys. So hope you guys are just as excited as I am. The whole Halsey Cortana thing was an absolute beauty to see, and the line where instead he says, "No, we need to fight," which also is a great line. They changed it, or at least they hit it to be, "No, I need a weapon." So that was perfect. Love that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Let me know what your favorite moment was down in the comments below. And if you want to be notified every single time I upload a new Halo video, don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you to my current patrons. Your guys' support really does mean a lot. And with all that being said, I will see you guys in my next reaction to Halo Infinite.